What up, world? I'm finna give you niggas a story time. We're gonna take this shit back, but when I was about 10 years old. Actually, I think I was like 9. I was a young nigga. I was still in elementary school type shit. But I was a badass little nigga, you know? I stayed breaking into people's shit, stealing people's shit, and especially your bikes. But if you had a bike, but I was gonna take it for them type of little niggas. But we gonna break this shit down for this little Paisa nigga they said fuck with. I said hella go to his house and shit, fuck with him and shit. His people was cool. And man, you know how shit is with the Mexicans in California. But like, they got the full nigga, fat nigga there, bro. So I'm there, fucking with him and some more shit. The whole time, but I had been plotting on him because he had this bike I wanted. And long story short, one day I go to this nigga house, ain't nobody there. But I come through the back, through the canyon and shit, come to his house and shit, they come knock on the door, but everything's empty, like, the shit empty. Like, when I look in the house, nigga, the living room empty, kitchen empty. I look in the room, I see a bunk bed set. Okay. I'm like, damn, what happened to the little Paisa partner? I wasn't really paying too much mind of what the fuck happened so much, but the fucked up ass individual that I was, I go back to the house. I tell G-Moms and shit, like G-Moms, little essay partner I used to fuck with down the street and shit, they moved out. But they left their bunk bed set in there type shit, like, you know? And G-Moms from the street, blood, she like, yeah, nigga, mount up, blood. She grabbed me, she grabbed my cousins, me and my uncle, blood, we go down there to the house and shit. My uncle, my cousin and shit, they searching shit, I mean, trying to look how we get in the house. My cousin Blood popped the bars off the window. When Blood hit the bars off the window, Blood looked at me like, little fat boy, come on, let's do it. Blood put me through the window and shit. I jumped through the window. Blood opened the front door up and shit. We slide in there. I don't know. Niggas get to come in the house and shit. We can make our way to the back room and shit so we get the bunk bed set so they can break it down. So we can take the bunk bed set home and whatnot. And fucking, there was a suitcase by the front door. Like, it's a big ass suitcase on the floor and shit. And my cousin Blood beat the suitcase, Blood grab it, he pull it down. He like, this bitch is heavy. Blood cracked that motherfucker open. And nigga, it was, I can't even tell you the weight now compared to what I seen. Blood, that shit looked like £1,000,000 to me. Like, but in all actuality, it was probably like 10, 15 pounds of pot in that motherfucker. Some grade A Tijuana brick weed. You feel me? If you from Cali, Bloods, you know about that brick weed. Real potheads gonna know about them brick weed days and type shit. But they snatched that up, see what's going on, nigga. My uncle hollered at my grandma and shit, Blood. And they was like, she tell me, and she like, come on, let's go type shit. And I'm looking at my cousin and my uncles, blood, they get the ramsack in the house. I'm like, blood, they get the like really tearing shit up in the house. Long story short, these niggas come back to the house, nigga, with fucking buckets. In the bottom of the buckets, blood, is bricks of weed and shit, blood. They done been breaking into shit. They done tore the walls up in this house and shit, blood. They done went all through the shit, because they didn't real. I'm not knowing, but they know. My cousin, my uncle, blood, they all grown, they know. Nigga, this was a fucking stash house, blood. This was straight fucking type cartel type shit, stash house. Like, blood, we hit the essays for that weed, blood, and was bracking the whole summer. Like big bags of weed and shit, blood. This is the beginning when I had just started smoking and whatnot. So, blood, we was on live and direct, nigga. One of my older cousins, blood, kept a blue backpack in my great grandma's room and shit in her chair. Blood was like 2 or 3 pounds of weed in that motherfucker at all times. Blood just kept that bitch full of weed type shit in her great grandma's room. Blood, every day, no bullshit, nigga. Every day, blood, when your mother, big cousin EB, blood, we used to terrorize that nigga backpack. Nigga, we go in there, blood, grabbing handfuls of weed out that motherfucker, blood, and slap out that motherfucker. Go up to motherfucking CVS, nigga. This is back, blood, when they had the tobacco and the blunts and shit all on the aisle. We had to get that shit from behind the counter. Blood, we go to CVS, nigga, hit the tobacco aisle, nigga, and steal all the Titans, all the chocolate Phillies, nigga, all the Vegas, all the Swishers, blood, and be across the street apart, nigga, at Southcrest trying to blow. Straight up. Getting high in the motherfucker. Nigga supposed to be in school, but nigga in the school and shit, blood. We at the park smoking big weed and shit every day. Smoking big pot off the Mexicans and shit, blood. My cousins, they hella bubbled off that shit. I was too young to even try to think of bubbling. The only thing I was thinking about was smoking some pot, trying to get my mind right. But blood, them niggas was about their money. They was doing some more other shit, blood. There was a little bit in everything, getting to it and shit. But I sit back and think about that shit. I'm like, blood, we really hit them niggas for their pot. Like, nigga, like, we really hit the prices for their pot. Like, blood, and I know they was sick, nigga. They're like, blood, we hit their stash house. Lucky for them, blood, they didn't have no motherfucking money or nothing else in that motherfucker that I know of. Cause you know, my uncle, blood, my cousin, nigga, they, whatever, anything else besides the weed, blood, they kept. Cause they know G-Ma smoke. So, nigga, they shoot G-Ma's off with some pot, blood. She gonna be bueno. She ain't gonna say nothing off top, nigga, just cause of her kids and shit. So, look, I don't really know what them niggas else they got about that motherfucker besides the weed and shit, but, nigga, that first one, yeah. It was no looking back after that, nigga. We was smoking pot, nigga, for the whole fucking summer into the fall and winter type shit, blood. I was smoking pot every day, heavy, nigga, for about 7 months. You feel me? Like burning through some shit, man. Shit. Even after we probably sold all that shit, blood still had some weed in there, blood. We was still tampering with that nigga sack until he caught on to what the fuck we was doing. Every day blowing big pot. And if you niggas smoking y'all loud pack and shit, blood, we was smoking Reggie. Smoking some indoor, outdoor type shit, nigga, some block weed, straight from Tijuana and shit. But blood, it still did the job. Niggas was still getting high off the potteries, you feel me? Just had to break it down a little more, knock out the seeds and the stems and shit. But other than that, blood, we was still getting right.